In this video, we'll talk about the paired samples t-test using SPSS. Paired samples t-test is also known as student t-test and is primarily used for the pretest-posttest design or single group experimental design. So let's take a look at our sample data here. So this data consists of 50 students, thus single group, with their scores in their pretest and post-test. To run the paired samples t-test in SPSS, all you have to do is to click on Analyze, go to Compare Means, and then click on Paired Samples t-test. And then under the dialog box, all you have to do is to click on Pretest, and then click the arrow here to move pretest to the right panel, and then click Post-test, and once again click this arrow to the right. Or let's move this to back. You could just do drag and drop. So you drag pretest and then drop it under variable 1, and then you click post-test and drop it under variable 2. And after that, you just have to click OK. And you have here some descriptives about paired t-tests. So we'll be getting values here like the t-value. So this is the t-value. So I double click on this table to bring about this table. So I'll be getting this t-value and this sig value. So it's basically just copying and pasting these values to our table. So again, I'll copy this and paste this to my sample table here. And then for the p-value, since p-value is 0.000, so I'll just be typing here less than 0.01. If the p-value is less than 0.05, my interpretation will be significant. Again, if the p-value is less than 0.05, my interpretation will be significant. And the decision will be reject the null hypothesis or reject HO. If my null hypothesis states that there's no significant difference between the pretest and post-test scores, this means that by rejecting the null hypothesis, that you found out that there was or there is a significant difference between the pretest and post-test scores. Again, if the p-value is less than 0.05, interpretation is significant, decision is reject HO. If p-value is greater than 0.05, your interpretation will be not significant and your decision is accept HO. So that's basically it for paired samples t-test using SPSS.